Good morning, happy Friday. I'm in this beautiful backyard with Tammy, who I met. She was doing Pilates with me at Y Yoga, and she saw me on Facebook and said, why don't you come to my backyard? And it's beautiful. It's much prettier than my hot stinky room because we're in a bit of a heat wave here. So Tammy's gonna join us for Pilates today. So if you haven't got your mat out, get your mat out, get yourself sorted. So that you can get ready. So this week's class was going to just address how Pilates can be used to sort of help cope with a little bit of anxiety. And this is, Pilates is good for many things, and don't worry, I'm going to share all the things, but this one's just going to have a little slant of like slowing down and focusing on breath. I just sense that maybe some of us could use that this week. So what we're going to do is start with our feet just out in front like this. Rest your hands on your shins and just flex over your legs. So just start closing your eyes and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so in Pilates, we use our breath to connect deeply with our core muscles. So just as we're finding our breath here, I want you to think about feeling it go in and out of your body, but feel it go into the backs and sides of your ribs. So you can even take your hands and like put them on the backs of your ribs and feel the muscles back there kind of stretching and opening. And then on your exhale, think of drawing your belly button away from your thighs. So just that transverse abdominal connection that I've talked about before of these deep inside core muscles that pull your belly in. Okay, so your inhale, you expand the backs and sides of your ribs, and your exhale, you draw your belly button in. So one of the challenges of practicing Pilates is engaging the core muscles and breathing at the same time, not getting all tense in your neck and your shoulders. So this is why we're just taking a moment to kind of practice this breathing. And in this position, it's the easiest to feel it. Okay, take an inhale and just stack your spine up. And we're going to come to laying on our back. So laying on your back, you can come to your neutral spine. You have a little curve underneath your low back. Take your hands to your lowest ribs and draw your lowest ribs down to the floor. Okay, so feeling that. Now see if you can do that breath. We're not flexed forward, but see if you can do that same breath that goes back into the backs and sides of your ribs. And exhale, squeeze the fronts, the backs, the sides of your waist in, drawing your belly button in. So feeling just really nice and strong and connected. Okay, so just getting really present with your body. Just place your hands on your tummy and then bring your legs to tabletop. So squeezing in the fronts, the backs, the sides of the waist. Hold that neutral spine if you can. If you find that your tummy sort of bulges up and your low back really arches up off the floor, then just press it down towards the floor. That's just sort of a little, if you're just getting used to engaging your core muscles, you can press your back down. But as you get stronger, you want to maintain that little curve under the low back. Okay, so let's tap one toe to the floor and then the other. Good, there's so much to think about with body positioning in Pilates. I feel like I should just do a workshop on neutral spine one day and just feeling that and where it's at. But as we do the class, I'll keep coaching you to go there. Okay, and remember to always modify exercises as you need. That's the beauty of doing this at home by yourself. Nobody can see you. Okay, keep squeezing, tummy's pulled flat. Good. All right, let's put the knees and the toes together. Take your hands up towards the sky and then reach them behind you. Keep those ribs on the floor. Let's just do a little arm circle here. So sweep your arms around like this. Just open up those shoulders. Okay, just release any tension that you might be holding in the neck and the shoulder area right now. Good. Wow, it's so wonderful to be breathing the fresh air and doing Pilates outside. I like it. If only it could be perpetual summer in Vancouver.
Okay, go ahead and take your hands behind your head, lengthen through the back of the neck, and then curl your shoulder blades up off the floor. Keep those ribs together and back, and lower down, and curl up, shoulders up, and lower down, and curl up, squeeze those ribs together, and lower down, and curl up. So just waking up these muscles in the front of the rib cage feels so good. Okay, hold it up and let's do some pulses. So really wake up those muscles. It's morning here. Okay, so it's actually like wake up, wake up. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, hold those shoulders up. We're gonna tap one toe and then twist your elbow towards your inner thigh, a little twist. Good, and then the other side, twist. And just do your little exhale breath as you do this. So really getting a good squeeze in those abdominals. Squeeze. Good. Shoulders up. Beautiful. Tammy's doing amazing over here. She's got like perfect form. You'd think she was an instructor herself.
I've been with Chrissy for many years.
She knows all the moves. We didn't even practice. This is not rehearsed, by the way. Maybe I should say it is rehearsed. Rehearsed for many years in live classes. Okay, go ahead and relax through the head and the shoulders. Let's open up the arms to cactus and then take both shoulders to the floor and twist. Oh, that feels so good. And then come on up and then twist the other way. Both shoulders stay on the floor. Good, and come on up. Feel free to, I always, when I do Pilates at home by myself, feel free to pause. Well, it's live, so you can't pause it, but if you're watching this as a recording afterwards, pause and on any exercise that you really enjoy and just sit with it for a while. Okay, it's your workout, so you can always just tailor it to you or make notes and think. Like you can have a little piece of paper and a pen next to you. You can make notes and be like, I want to do this exercise more, or I want to do this one tomorrow. You can always write them down and then you can have your own little custom workout. All right, let's do one more on each side. Make sure that you are even. And then we're going to go into our hip roll. So feet on the floor, hands by your sides. And we're going to roll the hips up towards the ceiling into a shoulder bridge. So knees underneath your ankles and then come on down, one vertebra at a time, to the floor. Again, now roll up. So peel those hips up, press up, really feel the backs of your legs. And come on down, one bone at a time to the floor. Good, and roll up. Okay, so this is all about just getting that articulation in your spine. If you are feeling any tension in the muscles in your spine, just really slow it down and think of feeling that one bone at a time. And don't be afraid to really just, slow the body down, slow the breath down. Remember, this is sort of a relaxing workout. Or at least it's going to have the effect of relaxation when we're done. I don't know if it's going to be relaxing throughout the whole thing, but you'll feel better afterwards. All right, let's come on down and then take your legs straight up towards the ceiling. We're going into our hundreds. So if you can, straighten the knees, put the heels together, toes apart. We're going to curl the head and the shoulders up and then just lower your legs as low as you can. Keep your belly pulled flat and start pulsing your arms. Remember that breath. Expand through the backs and sides of your ribs. Scoop and hollow out your belly. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5 pulses. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Now, if your neck gets tired holding your head with one hand like this is just fine. And then maybe you want to switch and do the other hand so both of your arms get equal opportunity of pulsing. Are we at 50? Are you counting? Okay, I think this is 60. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 70 and 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 100. Good. Relax through the head. See, this is the relaxation part. Maybe not the hundreds part. Curl the head and shoulders up and then come on up. Sometimes you got to work hard to relax, you know?
You gotta do something hard to get there. All right, so put your knees and your toes together and just come into a half roll back. So C-curve your spine, draw your belly button in. Pretend there's a beach ball on your lap as you go up and over. Keep that belly pulled in. Okay, exhale, relax through the neck and the shoulders. Good, and come on up and over. Good, exhale, relax through the neck and the shoulders. And come on up and over. So really getting into your lower abdominals here, a bit of a stretch for your low back. Good. And come on up and over. And exhale, relax through the neck and the shoulders. Good. So we're releasing tension in the neck and the shoulders, feeling that you're getting nice and open in the backs and sides of the ribs. I was thinking about sort of the symptoms of anxiety this week, and often when you're experiencing a lot of anxiety, it's like you feel like this tension in the front of your chest and it's hard to breathe. So just feel like you're sending your breath, like just focus on your breath and send it into the backs and sides of your ribs. Really get that nice expansion there. Let's just hold, keep your belly pulled in, and then take your arms up and down. Good, ribs stay together and back and lift. Keep those ribs in. This is a little bit of a stretch for those shoulders to lift the arms and not have the ribs be popping up. Squeeze them together and back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and come on up. Let's just have a nice little stretch. All right, here we go. Full roll up. Take your time as you go down to the floor, 1 vertebra, okay? And then we're gonna peel up just as slowly as you went down. Come on up. If you get stuck, you grab one leg and then pull yourself up into that forward fold and take your time. Just like we did in our hip rolls, 1 vertebra at a time to the floor. If you're using your leg, you're gonna do one and then the other, just to keep the body nice and even. Stretch. Good, take your time. Work the down. Okay, if you get stuck on the floor, work the down. And then eventually you'll have the strength to peel up. No hands on your leg. Okay, and everybody's body is different. Pilates was not
Meant to be perfected in a day. Tammy's been doing it for 10 years.
There's some Pilates exercises
Also that some bodies do really well and some Pilates exercises that are challenging, right? We all have different bodies.
but the goal is to just tune in, to move, to do what you can. Good.
Take a break if you need.
Good. Nice little stretch here. Awesome.
All right, let's go into single leg circles. So your right leg goes up towards the ceiling. Take your hands behind your head. Okay, optional to curl the head and the shoulders up off the floor. We're gonna float the left leg up and then just do a little circle with your leg here. Actually, you can make it as big of a circle as you can manage without moving your left leg. So you can sort of stare down that leg, look down at your toe. Good, let's go the other direction. Keep those shoulder blades up off the floor. Really squeeze those ribs together and back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and up. Good, and circle. Keep those hips nice and still. Shoulders up off of the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go the other direction. Good for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just relax through your head and your shoulders and hug your knees in. Beautiful. All right, and then come on up to a seat. And it's gonna turn to face you guys straight on here. So sit up as tall as you can. Now you wanna come to a neutral spine seated. So what we were doing is practicing holding neutral on the floor. Take that sort of awareness of what it feels like and put it seated. So your ribs are right on top of your hips and your head on top of your shoulders. You wanna kind of avoid
sort of ribs back, head forward situation. So if this is tough and the hamstrings and the hips just don't let you do that, then sit cross-legged or pop up onto your knees like this, or you can put like something underneath your bottom, but you just want to find a place where you can sit with a nice neutral position with your spine. We're going to go hands out and just twist it out. So twist yourself and ring it out. 1, 2, 3, and come back to center and twist. 1, 2, 3, and center. Get nice and tall, like your ribs are coming up off of your hips. So wringing out your waist here, wringing out your internal organs. Give them a good squeeze. Good. And then also think of the muscles that are run along your spine. If you notice that there's some tight spots in there, you can think of twisting those. Okay, so one of the goals of Pilates is just make the spine, the muscles and the tendons around the spine a little bit more limber so you can move more freely. Okay, so there are going to be parts of your spine that just twist like really easily. It's going to be easy to go to those places. And then there's going to be little sticky spots. So think of twisting the sticky spots, and the spots that twist easily will just do what they do anyway. Okay, twist, twist, twist. Good, and 1, 2, 3, and let's go the other way. Twist, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, it's so peaceful and quiet here. I love it. Just wonderful, wonderful atmosphere to be doing Pilates in. Okay, so rolling like a ball. Tuck yourself into a little ball, scoop, pull your belly in, and then just rock yourself forward and back. This is just a little massage for the muscles that run along your spine. Okay, and if you'd like a little challenge, you can try and do it without holding on to your legs so they're not kicking out. Keep those bellies pulled flat. Oh boy. Try not to roll to your neck. You just want to roll to your shoulder blades. We're going to do a little more practice with rolling later. This is our warm-up for rolling. And we're popping right into our stomach series. So single leg stretch, head and shoulders stay up, and stretch one leg out and the other. Stretch and stretch. Good. Keep that belly pulled flat, chin tucked in. Remember, take breaks if you need. But do what you can, okay? So if you show up today and you find like one new muscle in your body that wouldn't have been strengthened if you didn't do the exercise, then you're moving in the right direction, right? As long as you're moving forward, you don't have to do it all. All right, keep your legs moving. Take your hands behind your head and then twist. Just bring your lowest rib across to your opposite hip bone. So really think of getting those core muscles in. Now, try to keep your legs and your hips from rocking side to side as you do this. Just keep those legs going in that nice straight line. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands on the sides of your legs and stretch. And we're going to circle around. Now the work is to keep your shoulders up off of the floor. You're doing awesome, Tammy. She looks great. Whew. All right, it's work, isn't it? 2 more. Good, and 1 more. All right, take those legs straight up, and we're gonna do a little stretch and switch. So grabbing either above or below your knee, reach your forehead towards your ankles. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up. Take your hands behind your head and just lower your legs down. Keep your belly pulled flat. And come on up. And lower. Good. Shoulders up. And lower. Oh boy. Hang in there. Woo. 4 more. Let's do 4 here. It's going to burn a little bit. Good. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Nice. And just relax through the head and the shoulders. Hug your knees in. Okay, so that was our stomach series. Just take a moment to recover there. The cool thing about abdominal exercise is it really gets you out of your head, doesn't it? It just makes you think just about the muscles that you are working. And if the head is sort of swirling with thoughts and things and you just can't stop it, sometimes just stopping and doing some exercise just helps sort of
get you back to the feeling that you can control your thoughts, right? Just by feeling those core muscles. All right, so lift your hips up. We're gonna do shoulder bridge. So that was a lot of flexion. Stretch out your hip flexors. Okay, lift. Think of someone coming and grabbing on your thighs and like pulling your thighs away from you. Let's take one leg up towards the ceiling, or the sky in this case. We're gonna go down and up with the hips. So just working the one side hip there, the glute, lift, and think of touching your toe right up to the sky there. Really reach up, that's it. Good. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then hold little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just hold here. Now stretch your leg out in front and then take it up. It's like someone's grabbing your ankle, your heel. Both hips are level. Good. Stretch. Beautiful. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do a little half circle with our legs. So come down the middle, take it out to the side, and come on up. Down, around, and up. Now the work on this one, this leg's probably starting to feel like it's working, and the hip, but the work is to not have that leg sort of flop out to the side. Good, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's do the other leg.
Oh.
Ready for a switch. Okay, so other leg is now this leg gets to rest. The one that was just working gets a rest. So we're gonna go down and up. Good. Down and up. Press those hips up. Think of taking that toe right up to the sky. What a beautiful view we have of this tree.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so amazing. Just love nature. That in itself, okay? Don't worry about doing Pilates to reduce anxiety. Just get out in nature. Did we do pulses on the other side? Can't remember.
Me neither. I'm just staring at the
We just
tree.
completely zoned out. Okay, go until you feel your butt burning.
I'm done. I'm good.
All right, now take that leg down and up. Good. Keep those hips nice and level. And the birds. Oh my gosh, it's so peaceful. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now half circles down, around. Go. And it's hot here. We're working up a sweat already. Good. Keep those hips lifted. Hold that leg nice and still. It should feel like it's working. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, set your foot down. Let's just do a big stretch. Reach your arms overhead, and then just melt one vertebra at a time to the floor. We're just gonna do a little reverse crunch here. Take those legs straight up and little lift of your hips up off of the floor. Just think of taking those toes up, scoop and hollow out your belly. Beautiful. All right, grab the backs of your legs, curl head and shoulders up, and then just rock yourself up to a seat. And we're gonna flip over to laying on our stomach. What are you doing? Good. It's warm, isn't it? Whew. Yeah, I know. I'm feeling it too. Okay, so squeeze your legs together. Let's just relax the forehead on the hands. So coming back to our basics and just thinking a little bit of our body or our body positioning, okay? So where we are in space. So press your feet, the tops of your feet, the toenail side of your feet into the floor and lift your knees up. I'm not sure if you can see, it's not like a big movement, but those knees actually lift up off the floor. And then pull your belly button up off the floor so you have a little bit of sun coming underneath your belly button there. This is all you have to do, okay? Keep your belly button pulled. This is working. You have to squeeze your bum a little bit to make that happen. Okay, so that belly button stays up, and we're gonna lift our face and chest up off of the floor without pushing that belly button in. And lower down. And lift
and lower. And lift, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Good, get into that extension of the upper back. Whew. Lift. Good, now we're gonna swing the arms around. Okay, so just swing, just go over and under. Good, reach and stretch just like you're swimming. Okay, so the belly button remains lifted, feet on the floor. This is just a massage for the muscles around your shoulders. Ah. Good, and think of stretching out, like reach the crown of your head. Oh, sorry. I was getting really into really into it there. Okay, I'll go under, you go over. Okay. Keep your belly button up. Good. Whew. We always had to deal with this at the yoga studio, trying not to hit the person next to you. Okay, come on down. Ha. All right, now prop yourself up onto your elbows. We do a little bit of planking shoulder work here. So pull your ribs up, belly, hips, thighs, knees up into a plank. Okay, so that same feeling that you had when you're laying on the floor and drawing your belly button up, see if you can find that in your plank. We're just gonna drop the chest down and up and drop and lift. Good, drop and lift. Keep your neck nice and long, best you can. Now remember, you can always modify planks on your knees. This is just fine. This is about your shoulders and getting mobility in your shoulders. Okay, you don't have to do all the exercises. Do what you can. Feel your body. You want to feel good in your body. Okay, this is about just taking a moment to get, just connected. That's all. All right, let's turn it into a side plank. So if you just take one arm, turn it, and then roll into a side plank. Awesome. Just hold your side plank. Think of lifting up from your side waist here, like you got like a rope or something around your waist. Lift up. Good. Oh, so lovely to see you guys. Hey, you guys, comment below, not right now, don't stop, but after the workout, let me know which exercises worked for you, which exercises didn't work for you. So just so I know, I can start more tailoring these workouts to what's working for you. Okay, so come on back to front plank, and we're going to go up and down again. Just so you might feel one shoulder different than the other because we just kind of took a break on one shoulder. Let's do 4 of these. Nice long neck. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna look at these beautiful flowers. Oh my gosh. And a hummingbird. I don't know if that's in the camera, but we're looking at a hummingbird. It's so beautiful.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, it's magical.
There's a few that have red heads and green heads. They're absolutely stunning.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That's amazing. All right, come on down. And we're going to do those scapula isolations again. 1, 2, 3. We're going to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, set your knees down and then just have a little stretch. Good. Looking at that bird reminded me of this scripture about birds, and actually it has to do with not worrying. It's look at the birds. They don't worry about what they're going to eat. They don't store up for winter, but they always have food and shelter. And so, yeah, when we look at birds, it's just a reminder that we're provided for on a daily basis. No need to worry. All right, let's tuck the toes, lift the hips up, heels go down. Nice little stretch. Okay, and then just walk your hands or your feet towards your hands towards your feet. Come into a forward fold, just stretch. You might feel a little stretch in the backs of your legs for this. You might feel it in your low back, just whatever it is. Just dangle, let the weight of your head pull length into your neck. Good, and then just roll yourself up
a time.
We have no heads. Come on down, take a seat. And that was our warm-up. How are you guys feeling? Feeling warmed up? We're warmed up. Okay, so our exercises are gonna get a little bit more dynamic here. This is where Pilates feels a bit like you're dancing. But take your hands out to the side. We're gonna come back to our twist. Remember? Twist, twist, twist. Now reach opposite hand to little toe like you're sawing it off. This is called the saw. It's a wonderful stretch. Just feels good on so many things in the body. Twist, 1, 2, 3, and reach like you're sawing off your little toe. You don't have to touch your toe, just go as far as you can. And come on up and twist, ring it out. 1, 2, 3, and stretch. 1, 2, 3, good. And come on up and twist. 2, 3, and stretch. Good. And come on up and twist, 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 and stretch. Good. And twist, 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 and stretch. Beautiful. All right. Come on up. We're going to just hold our arms out here and do a little rib isolation. So you're going to reach. It's like someone's pulling on your arm, but really your ribs are shifting over to the side. And then go to the other side. So it's like a tug of war going on in your arms. So you're being pulled this way and this way. Okay, so the work is actually here. The ribs are moving. Okay, so stretch. You're also gonna feel your shoulders and your arms because we're gonna hold them here for a little while. So just stretch as far as you can. Feel what you can, maybe in your back, whatever. Whatever muscles you can find in there, stretch them, feel them. Pick them up this morning. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just do one side. So go side, center, side, center. Good. Reach that arm. Someone's pulling on your arm. Reach. Reach. This arm's like wanting to sag down. You can put your arms down if you want, if you need to, and then just come back to it. Yeah. Okay, let's do the other side. Reach. I know I watch these dancers do these arm workouts, and they do stuff like this for about 20 minutes, but they have like 2-pound weights on their wrist. Like, oh boy. I don't know. Maybe get some of those 2-pound weights and see what it's all about, but even just the weight of your own arms could be a lot. All right, now twist your arms as you do this. One palm, we're gonna go side to side. So not just to the center, but reach side to side. So twist one arm up, one arm down. So a little bit more movement for those shoulders. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little side stretch. So we're gonna reach to the side and then come over and stretch until the side. Oh, that feels good after that. Shoulder work, come up and then reach first and come over into the side body. Good, and reach and over. Good, and reach and over, and you can just start to flow side to side. Get that reach first. So reach and stretch and reach and stretch. Good. Now, getting a little more into our side waist. Even that feels good on the shoulders, doesn't it? Whew. Okay, now take your hands, put them on your head, and we're just gonna go like elbow to thigh. Little side waist crunches here. Again, it seems like not a lot, but it's amazing how good this is for your core muscles. Okay. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Let's just take one little stretch down the middle. So if you're a dancer, go ahead and just put your chest right down to the floor. For the rest of us, just go as far as you can. Oh, I can feel my arm muscles after that. They're all Pumped up. All right, come on, back up and bring those legs together. Whew. All that to prepare for open leg rocker, okay? So open leg rocker. Now I hope you guys have a little giggle to yourself while you're doing this. Don't take yourself too seriously at home there. But you're gonna come up to sitting on your sit bones with a straight back. So half roll back, so we were kind of back on our tailbone like this. Feel that you can feel kind of those pointy parts in your bottom, and then float the feet up off of the floor. If you're here, you're doing good. But if you've got long arms, you can reach and grab your ankles. Okay, so a little bit of a party trick for you. Now, C-curve your spine to rock back to your shoulder blades, and then we're gonna come on up and balance. Awesome, I love that Tammy's doing
The bent leg.
version, which is awesome. So you can focus on really just the, oh, I got busy talking and I lost my focus. Okay, so scoop, and then you're gonna come up and lift up into a straight spine. So scoop, so feel the difference between C-curve and straight spine. So scoop and lift up, good, and scoop and lift up, good, and scoop and lift up, good. 2 more. Nice work. Yeah. And 1 more. So good. Okay. Legs out in front. This is where you're going to see things are starting to really build on themselves. So hands on your forehead, and we're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Now, just like we did before, use your legs or come up without using your hands. Good. And then stack your spine up. So take your time and go down 1 vertebra at a time. Now, in these rolling exercises, I just want to encourage you to really use your legs to come up if you're feeling a bit stuck, as opposed to putting your hands on the floor. And that just keeps your connection with your abdominals. If you come up and you're like push yourself out, then you're using your shoulder and sort of maybe your back a little bit, but keep it really like contained, like you're scooping, scooping, scooping. So if you reach out and grab your legs to come on up, that'll keep the muscles that we're targeting engaged, and they'll get stronger. You'll be able to do it one day. Good, come on up. Good. Okay, 2 more. These are hard, keeping those hands on your forehead and those elbows back. Good, come on up. Good, stack your spine up. And come on up. I like that. It's good to have student feedback. I can see where we're at. Okay, obliques. You guys take a break if you want. Okay, we're gonna do obliques, roll back. So legs out in front, press your heels forward, half roll back. Okay, so this is that like C. Oh, it's okay, you can stay forward. I'm just gonna show. Okay, so a little C curve with your back and then twist. Okay, so we're doing those C curves, scooping the belly and twisting at the same time, and then stack up nice and straight and twist and reach. Good, and come on up and twist and reach. Good. Now see if you can get into feeling these muscles that run along the side of your waist. Feel, keep that belly button pulling in and reach. And come on up and twist and reach and up. Good. Twist and reach and up and twist. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, pop up onto your knees. We're gonna get into our hip work here. Yay for hip work. Okay, so one hand goes out and you just tip over. Your hand goes underneath your shoulder. Now get your alignment. You want to put your knee in line with your hand, and then bring your hips onto that same line and your head onto that same line. Sometimes the hips go back, the head goes forward in this. So you got to kind of work to push those hips forward and then pull your head back. Okay, so just lift your top leg. Now wrist or shoulders, if they're feeling uncomfortable in this, you can always come down onto your elbow, and you can even do this exercise laying on the floor. It's just fine. As long as you're working into here, we're just up here because it's harder. I like to make things harder, get a little bit more out of my time here, work a few different muscles at the same time, but you can definitely modify this. Okay, so take that leg to the top of your range of motion and then push it up a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. You got it, pulse it. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're just gonna circle. This is just rotating your thigh bone around in your hip socket. I know it burns. Just smile. That just sort of starts to convince your brain that it feels good. Just put a smile on your face. Okay, let's go the other direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now make a rainbow shape. So we're gonna go to the front and we're gonna go up and over to the back. So go up and to the front and up and over to the back. I know. Up and over. Good. And up and over. 4 more here. 4. Good. 3. 2. Good. And 1. Beautiful. All right. If you come right down to laying on your side, so your ears, your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles are all in a straight line. Take one hand, put it underneath your rib cage, lift your ribs up off the floor. So you have this little space between your waist and the floor. You can take one leg up, bring your bottom leg up to meet it. Good. Nice. Keep those ribs lifted. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower and lift your legs, both of them. Good. Just think of making your body long on this. This is a nice little reprieve. Keep your waist lifted though for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now squeeze your ribs and your hips together. Lift. Good. Lift. And lift. Lift. Nice. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can take this hand up off the floor. I'm calling this a banana. You're kind of coming into a banana shape. So you're trying to get your shoulders and your feet up off the floor and then just pulse, but you're targeting right here. So do what you can to squeeze these side waist muscles. Lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I know Tammy can do this. She's done this before. But it's not as hard coming into a V6. Okay, so see if you can come back down into that banana. Oh, good. Nice work. Okay, now come back up into your V6. We're going to do 3 of these. That's all, just 3. Okay, and come back into the banana. Look at it, it's beautiful. Good. The first one's always the hardest. Okay, 1 more. Good, and come on up. Whew. All right, now I get to do all of that on the other side. Okay. All right. Tip over. Put your hand in line with your knee. Okay, modify whatever you did on the other side, do on this side. Okay, so you have the same body position if you were laying down or resting on your elbow. Okay, just get those hips and shoulders and head in the same line as your knee and your hand. Okay. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Now pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and circle. Oh boy, my hip's tired because holding. The holding hip is tired already. The joy of the second side. Woo! Let's go the other direction. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. It's temporary pain. Okay, go forward. This is our rainbow. Forward. And I just want to make sure I'm not kicking you back there. Good. Up. leg up as high as you can. Take it up and back. Good. Woo. Nice. For 4, 3. Ooh. And 1. Oh, I know. There's a lot of muscles working there. All right, so laying on your side, lift your ribs, lift your top leg, bring your bottom leg up to meet it. Okay, so the work is to keep those ribs sideways lifted, always keeping this corset of muscle around your waist engaged. Now, lower and lift both legs. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to squeeze ribs and hips together up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hand, do your little banana pulses here. It's all about working that side waist. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go for those fun V-sits. You got it. And come on down. Okay, banana and V-sit. And come on down. Or take a break. Okay, one more. Good, and down. Awesome. From here, we're just gonna go right to laying on our back. So you can roll over. Roll over, roll over. Okay, so you can just turn so that you're resting on one cheek, on one ear. We're gonna zip the legs together, put your hands on your low back. Okay, draw your belly button in, and then bend your knees and squeeze the backs of the legs. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Now, when you do this, watch your bum doesn't pop up and you get the space between your hips and your bottom. You're going to push it down into the floor. So you're really feeling a bit of a stretch in the front of your legs. And then we're going to come up into a starfish. So you come up, and this is just engaging all the muscles in your back body. Okay, so from your heels to the back of your neck, backs of your shoulders, your fingers, it's all on. Then we're going to zip the legs together. Now just turn your cheek to the other side and repeat. 1, 2, 3, and come on up, stretch and turn. 1, 2, 3, and up. Good, and turn. 1, 2, 3, and stretch. Good, and as you go, think of like you're doing a dance and you're just wanting to hit each position in the dance, each sort of choreography. Hit. And 1, 2, nice and strong bodies, and flowing from one movement to the next. 1, 2, 3, and up, and 1, 2, 3, and up. Good, and turn. 1, 2, 3, and stretch. Good, and 1, 2, 3, and stretch. And turn. 1, 2, 3, and stretch. Beautiful. All right, take your hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to do a big press up into a plank, and then just walk back and have a stretch here. Okay, now roll yourself up to standing. Take your time, slowly come on up and give yourself a moment to just recalibrate being upright there. And then take a seat. And we're gonna do some teasers. So I just wanna invite you guys to do the best you can. These are challenging little exercise, but these sorts of things are kind of the things that make your body stronger. So just do what you can. And it's gonna get better every time you practice this, okay? So find your sit bones just like we did for that open leg rocker. Lift up and then Legs are either bent or straight, whatever you can do here. Okay, now hands out in front or up, biceps back by your ears, either or. And we're gonna slowly come on down with your feet being up in that V, but your body comes down to the mat. So reach your fingers to your toes and then, okay, come back to that V. Hold the feet super still. Good, and fingers to toes. Then come up, I got stuck. Good, and take your time as you go down. We're gonna do 2 more, you got it, fingers to toes. Come on, up, good, and okay, and up, good, and down. All right, come on, up, and hold, good. You guys got a comment on here about how good Tammy's doing. She's persevering through this. Doing fantastic. Give her little applauses. Okay. She's doing awesome. All right. So it's a lot of pressure being on camera, by the way, and doing a workout. All right. Come on down. We're going to do both the arm, upper body and the legs. So come on down. Peel the head and the shoulders up. Press your low back into the floor and float those legs up. Okay, so take your time, roll it down. Okay, start by curling the head and the shoulders up. Use your powerhouse to come on up. Okay, so take your time. Good, and come on up. Good, I love that. Demonstrating rest is good. Okay, and come on up. Whew, and come on down. All right, we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch after that. So you can flip over like a pancake onto your belly and put the soles of your feet together, knees apart, rest your forehead on your hands. Okay, so as you press the soles of your feet together, push your little toes into each other and press this crease between your hip bone and your thigh bone into the floor. Pull your belly button up, relax through your shoulders. You don't actually have to move on this yet, just find your connection. Work to pull that belly button up. Okay, and then you're gonna push those feet together a little harder and see if you can lift your knees up off of the floor. Let your shoulder blades slide down your back. Let's do 8 there. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, just keep that pressure on your feet. So you're keeping your hips engaged. And we're gonna lift the upper body. You can take your hands and reach back towards your feet. And then just roll your arm bones around in your shoulder sockets. If there's any sort of like crunchy stuff in there, just go around it. Okay, just feel those arm bones moving all the way around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, release the legs. The legs go wide on the floor. Just push the inside edge of your foot down into the floor. And then hands on the floor here. We're just gonna gently lift up into a stretch. Just go to what feels good for your back. Good. Press the chest forward. And come on down, nice and smooth. Okay, so inhale, lift, and exhale, press up. Good. And lower down. And you can even think of using your arms a little bit like you're doing a push-up on this one. So tuck your elbows nice and tight to your ribs. Lift up and press. Keep your belly button pulling in. Okay, and come on down. Okay, and lift and press up. Good, and come on down. Okay, lift and press up. I hope you guys have felt like you've had just kind of a moment this morning to just stop and breathe and just feel your breath. Let your mind sort of slow down a little bit. Doesn't need to stop, but just slow down a little. Okay, come on up and press. Beautiful. Feels so good to stretch. The body just loves to be stretched. Never spend enough time stretching. All right, reach your arms out in front. We're gonna lift the hands and the feet, stretch like someone's pulling on your hands, pulling on your toes. So you're getting longer, and then just move one arm, one leg, flutters. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Press up into a plank. And just walk your hands back towards your feet. We're going to finish up with some push-ups here. And then our happy dance, best part of the workout. Okay, so walk, walk, walk. Okay, now with push-ups, you can modify to your knees. Okay, but see if you can do at least one from your toes. Do what you can. We're just going to do 3 to get started here. 1, chest down. 2, and 3. Good, and then walk, walk, back to your forward fold. Breathe, catch your breath, and then come back out. Okay, 3 sets of 3, so total of 9. We're a third of the way there. 1, 2, 3. Good, and walk back. Nice, and come on back out. Okay, 3 push-ups, your best 3 of the day. 1, 2, 3. Good, and come on up. Take your time as you slowly roll up. Give your body a moment to adjust. And we're gonna do a happy dance. I know you can't see our heads, but we're gonna dance. Okay, most important part of the workout. Shake it out, have some fun, smile. You guys are all done your Pilates for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Good job, you guys. Just really send your applause for Tammy. Thank you. She did fantastic. And so lovely to offer this beautiful, beautiful space to us. Hope to see you guys again soon. Hope you feel a little bit better. Also, in terms of anxiety, obviously, doing one Pilates class is not going to cure anxiety, but it does just give you a moment to sort of just calm the body and the mind. I do offer a program that's called Experience Optimal Health and Vitality that talks about nutrition, focusing on the body of nutrition and exercise, but also goes into some of the mental things of just being holistically healthy. So it's $20 a month, and I will comment below how you can sign up for that. But I hope that you guys have a lovely weekend, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.